Good morning, Kilbourne. This is your WKHS News for Friday, March 12th, 2021. I'm Tommy Hudek.
And I'm Gunnar Langhert. AP testing will look a lot different this year, like many things due to COVID.
Josie and Natalie explain how.
During COVID, teaching and learning has changed a lot. One change being AP testing. Unlike past years, the tests are giving schools the option to take the test digitally or handwritten. Kilbourne students and teachers give their opinion on which test they would rather take and if they feel prepared enough for the AP test due to hybrid learning.
I'd personally rather test on paper. I just feel like there's less distractions and I'm more focused writing everything out than online.
I'd rather take the test online because I'm used to taking tests online already, and that's what we've been doing this entire year.
I wish the administration chose to do online rather than on paper because it's easier for students.
I'd rather take the test handwritten because in the AP classes, a lot of our assignments have been handwritten.
Regardless of the test selected, instruction had to be adapted due to hybrid learning.
Okay, so it definitely changed our pacing, and we got really lucky this year because the College Board was prepared and they created these pacing guides and daily videos for each of the testing subjects. So that, on that end, that was a huge help. But on the hybrid versus being all in end, I had to adjust to a slower pace. Last year was just such an abrupt stop. So we, this year, in anticipation of something like that happening, the College Board really helped us out, like I said, with the pacing guides and the daily videos. So in that sense, yes, this year's class, I feel, is definitely going to be more on board and more prepared for that AP Lang part.
Okay, so when it comes to calculus, and that's what I can speak with respect to, the AP board has not taken away any of the material that we have to do this year. They haven't shortened the amount of material we have to do or adjusted the amount of material. So we still have to cover everything this year before the kids take their AP exam. So in my class, I've basically told my students and my parents, my kids have to meet with me every day. So if Blue is in class like they are today, then Green would have to log on to Zoom and watch the notes from home. It does affect how long it takes me to give tests. But as far as the material, we still have to cover everything, and the AP exam pretty much looks the same as it has in the past.
I feel pretty prepared for my tests. I think maybe a little less than last year just with everything going on, but I feel pretty good.
No, I don't feel prepared at all for the AP tests. I haven't learned that much.
So AP testing is going to be harder this year because we haven't really been in school as much as we typically are because of COVID.
No, I don't think we even provided with enough information to prepare us for this test because I think last year's scores are going to be a lot higher than ours.
We talked to Susan Palmer to see which method of AP testing students would take in Worthington.
We did go with the first administration. The biggest reason for that when we looked was to provide maximum testing opportunities for students, especially given the situation right now that if for some reason the student has to or is sick during the first administration or they're on quarantine, that gives them at least 2 more testing opportunities. If we were to wait until administration 2 or 3, we're not giving them as many opportunities to participate in the exams that they've been preparing for.
Good luck to all students taking AP tests this spring. This has been Josie Richardson, Natalie Helmbright, WKHS News.
If you have any questions about AP testing, be sure to see your counselor for more information.
Video games and esports have shown a rise in popularity. Kilbourne students have even won state titles for these competitions. Evelyn and Amber tell us more.
This week, Evelyn and I go behind the lines to look at our esports team. We talked to Mr. Meeks for more information.
What's so unique about the esports team?
So what's unique about esports is the fact that we have kids from all walks of life that participate. We have kids that are not really involved in much of anything else that play esports, and we have kids that are varsity athletes in other sports that compete, kids on the robotics team and the STEM program. And so it's neat because kids from all walks of life come together, and it doesn't really matter what they do otherwise. They're all gamers, and so they all get together and play and have a great time. I think that's what's unique about esports.
And then what have you guys done to train this season?
We don't really do anything to train per se. I mean, we have practices during the regular season if we're not playing. but for the most part, the kids play on their own. A lot of the kids, they all play together. Overwatch is one of our best teams, and they've been playing together as a team for probably 2 or 3 years.
We wish the esports team the best of luck during their season. This has been Amber Genheimer and Evelyn White with your WKHS News. Go Wolves!
If you'd like to join the school's esports team, reach out to Mr. Meeks.
There's much talk about the rollout of vaccines and who they'll be distributed to first. Some of the earliest in line are school teachers.
Claire, Abby, and Sohaib tell us about how it'll impact school.
At Worthington-Kilbourne High School, some teachers are receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. Teachers and students reflect on their thoughts about how the vaccine will impact their safety at school. The process like getting the vaccine.
So the sign-up process was pretty frustrating because the link had like broken links and we kept getting an error. Ms. DeCenzo and I spent 5th period a couple Fridays ago just hitting refresh. So that part was frustrating, but once we were done signing up, it was easy going.
The process was really easy. We did a drive-through at the Celeste Center, and there was not a wait, and it went really quick. And the actual injection I didn't even feel it. It was not painful at all. And I wanted to get the vaccine just so that I would be safe to be here at school with the other students, and not only for myself, but for the students. And I think that's how hopefully we can stop the COVID from spreading. It's so important that we all get the vaccines when we're offered. And also, I just sort of want my freedom. I want to be able to travel and come to work and be able to do the things I like to do.
It makes us that much safer because the teachers can still carry it and give it to us, and the students can still get it. So
I think teachers should get vaccinated just because it makes the school safer in a whole, because then the teachers can't get it. And a lot of the problem with us going from hybrid back to remote is that we don't have enough teachers or enough subs to cover the teachers that are out because they've been exposed to the coronavirus. So I think they should get vaccinated because then we can stay in school.
I don't think it makes a difference because the teachers can still carry it.
Yes, because there's a lower chance that they'll give it to the students.
I don't think you'll see a big difference in how we're practicing here at Kilbourne. I think we're still going to see everyone wearing masks. That's going to be without a doubt. We're going to see everybody frequently washing hands. We're just going to continue the social distancing. I think we've got a long road ahead. The vaccine is fairly new. Not everybody will be covered. And we also have to think about our student population. One of the vaccines is only for students who are age 16 and up. The other vaccine has not been approved for anyone under the age of 18. So I think, we have to really look at the short-term and long-term goals. For now, it's not going to change our practices. You'll see our teachers just demonstrating exactly what we've already been doing this far into the pandemic.
This has been Abby Holm, Sohaib Al-Jamali, and Claire Schiffer.
Nike is teaming up with the NFL to find a flag football option for high school girls.
This could be a safer option for students who are worried about injuries. Julia and Sadie tell us more.
We are not a number, and we're definitely not a stat.
In the past year, Nike has pledged $5 million to help bring flag football to high school as a varsity sport. We interviewed Kilbourne girls to find out if they would be interested in playing.
I think them bringing this to football for women will help balance out and bring equality to all sports and give women at least the chance to play football. So I think it's a great idea.
I think it'd bring a lot of people together and give a lot more people an opportunity to play sport.
If this sport came to Kilbourne, I think it'd be fun to try.
We interviewed Jeff Todd to find out how to bring this to Kilbourne.
Like anything else here at Kilbourne, it all goes back to the interest of our students. If we had a group of girls that wanted to start a flag football team and they got enough interest from their peers to start a team, that's something we would look at with a staff member.
This has been Sadie Walker, Julia Hadding, WKHS News.
We're here to help you lose count.
This has been your WKHS News. Yesterday wrapped up the last day of the third quarter, so good luck in the final stretch of the school year.
Hey Gunnar, have you seen all the pictures of the entrance to the school?
I have, Tommy.
Yeah, so that's the Hall of Fame. So be sure to check your school email and nominate a student and staff member or community member that you think represents our school well. All spring sports have officially started, so be sure to wish them luck in their seasons. Have a fun and safe weekend, Kilbourne, and always remember to keep it classy.